Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Jurassic Park.
to Jurassic Park. Welcome into My Perfect Podcast, where we spare lots of expense, but we try. Dear God, do we try. Folks, welcome into the podcast. It is September. Welcome to September, everybody. September 4th, 2019. And we are right in a, I guess for like, I'm going to state it, that we're nearing the end of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. As a reminder to everybody, all assumptions are that anybody that's tuned into the podcast has only seen up to what's been released, because there have been leaks. There has been stuff that's been out there. But
no talking about leaks.
Yeah. Granted, we also kind of prefer that we keep a lot of discussions of recent episodes that have aired on TV kind of low, also, just in case someone's missed an episode. But we will be discussing the two most recent episodes that aired on television. And we just wanted to throw out that reminder. So far, it seems like pretty good. In fact, in regards to, it seems like a lot of people are behaving themselves.
Yes, you're doing fantastic.
So good work so far, everybody. But yeah, so to introduce everybody, I am ACRacebest. That was perfect timing, like on our end. You are who?
Toodles.
And who are you?
Which you are you talking about?
I'm looking right at you.
Paleo, who are you?
I'm Paleo. Hi.
Hi, Paleo. And we got Laura.
Hello.
And we got Saberspark.
Hi.
And we are the team of podcasters here today. Panama Matt is coaching.
Yeah.
And Gabe is hopefully alive. So, yeah. Want to give a quick shout out, because we already have a super chat that was sent in from Christian. It says, "Hey guys, it's Christian. Race, cover superfagilistic please. So what is the half-eaten hot dog panel and how did it come to be? Hashtag Sarah. Oh, oh, heck yeah. Dang, there's a lot in there. Yeah. And then there was also an additional super chat from Christian saying, Paleo, excited for Shantae and the Seven Sirens?
Yes, I am very excited to play that Shantae game.
I'm guessing we're going to be talking a little bit about, because I guess there was a thing today.
It was a Nintendo.
There was yep, there was.
So we'll be talking about that for sure. My cover of Superfragilistic Extanaspodosh, thank you, is it's definitely coming soon. I don't even know. I haven't seen Mary Poppins in a while.
But we just watched Saving Mr. Banks again.
Yeah, we did.
Like 2 days ago.
That movie's so good.
It's so good.
It is.
Like, oh my gosh. Like, that was a movie I went in, and I'm really impressed because they made me like really be like, man, I just can't stand this author lady. And then you love her. And then I don't know if I'd say I'd love her, but my God, do I like want to cry with her by the end of the movie. I'm like, oh, but yeah, that whole movie is just grand.
And as anybody might have noticed, we do have brand new art.
By
from
the wonderful
Riddle Lightning. Thank you so much.
Riddle Lightning is awesome and did this piece for us. So very nice. I
like how I have a dolphin behind me.
Yeah, so cute.
Who in this picture is the most accurate? Is my question.
Gabe. Yeah,
I think it's,
definitely.
I like that. It looks like Matt's like holding his breath.
Yeah.
That's him constantly trying to give us law advice. being like, don't do that. That's illegal. So yeah, we've done our intros. Let's jump into the food posts.
Okay.
And Christian will. Don't let me forget about Christian's question. Christian's question. A segment. As a reminder for everybody else, super chats, that is a thing. If you send us a super chat, we will definitely call it out and discuss it and have some fun with it. So thank you, Christian, for sending in a super chat. 2 of them, in fact. All right. Oh, whoa.
We got cookies.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Anime Guy 01 always hooks us up with the cookies.
All right. Anime Guy says, I got no food tonight, but here's the cookies we sold at Wizard World Chicago made by Max and Bennis.
Let's look at some of these. I
There's
see Pickle Rick.
Watchmen. I see Batman, Fortnite.
Oogie
I see
Boogie.
the Sorting Hat. That's the Sorting Hat.
No.
I thought that was Oogie Boogie.
I did for a second.
That is-
I was like, that's very.
You got Mr.
Do you guys ever do that?
I see a fin from Adventure Time.
Yeah, it's right there.
Do you guys ever like feel? I love that there's a Blockbuster cookie, by the way.
Yeah.
But like where you get excited because you see someone's art and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a great blank name character.
Yeah.
And then they go,
that's actually
that's not that character. And then you just feel like dying
Ooh.
right there. It's like,
got Shield and Hydra cookies over there. You got Transformers and Decepticons. Got Thanos' glove gauntlet.
look at the Game Boy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. These are so cool. I love them.
I bet there's Zootopia cookies in the mystery ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, one can hope.
I can. And I will. Our next food post is from Taylor, saying breakfast for the Semi-Perfect Podcast. Have here an omelet in a cup with bell peppers, onions, cheese, and a hint of green guacamole salsa.
Nice. A delish.
Nice, indeed.
Beautiful. We got Rosie Diamond cooked dinner for me and my grandpa. Tonight's meal was shrimp, green beans, broccoli, and tomatoes. I wanted to have asparagus, but I picked it up at the grocery store, and my grandpa said, I won't eat that. So I put it back and got green beans.
I can respect that, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, is there anyone here who likes asparagus?
I love it.
I like it.
Yeah,
You do?
Asparagus is a good
I love
vegetable.
asparagus.
Do you love it because it tastes good or love it because it's good for you?
Both.
Both.
You think
asparagus is a fancy ass vegetable? I mean, like you serve me up a good steak with a baked potato and some asparagus, and I'm
Like
yours.
grilled asparagus, so good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
you know,
It's one of the
I'll
most expensive vegetables out there.
maybe I've had it prepared the wrong way my entire life
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I have yet to have an asparagus that I enjoyed.
Well, you like, if I'm correct, whenever you see a green plant, you start crying and run off in a different direction.
It's
Yeah.
a condition.
No, is
pull out fried pizza and you start throwing it at the vegetable.
I was gonna ask if pizza
Fried
was a
pizza?
vegetable.
Now you
Yeah,
pizza. See, we'll go to Chicago. I'm sure they'll help us with that one.
hell yeah. Yeah. I eat some green stuff.
I like
Sour
this post because
apple.
I see this.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that. All right, okay.
High fidelity.
High fidelity is what you said?
Definition. I don't know. Isn't fidelity also a good word? What? I don't know. All right.
I'm pretty sure fidelity is like very
Is that
different.
like loyalty with sex or something?
I don't know.
I'm looking up. I'm typing in high fidelity.
All right, we've got
Fidelity.
coitus ergo sum with prepared a dish of 20 wings and hash browns earlier this evening for the family, as well as McD's apple pies for dessert. Also, going to the LBTV binge.
What is it? What is it?
Burgers, I can't say it right now.
Sexual faithfulness to a spouse or partner.
Well,
I like how she said that
I
as
mean,
she was
that's
looking at.
act-
She's looking at a picture of Tommy and I and
It's
goes,
act-
"Look at that high fidelity."
No, it also means faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief demonstrated by continuing loyalty and support. So,
Oh well,
I
in
thought
that
High
case-
Fidelity was a movie.
It
It's
is.
also.
It's a great movie.
So I know my wife, and I know she hates when she becomes the butt of a joke. But this is what was that?
What the fart?
The degree of exactness in which something is copied or reproduced.
You meant high definition, right?
Yeah.
Like you weren't even close. High fidelity. I was like, I'm like, what is she getting at here? Okay, so to reread this one from Coitus Ergo Sum. Prepared a dish of 20 wings and hash browns earlier this evening for the family, as well as Mickey D's apple pies for dessert. Also, while going on a low-budget TV binge, I came across a pair of guys I just can't seem to recognize. So, as Sarah was showing, here's the good stuff. Look at that.
I read that post.
I know,
Okay.
but I just I was talking over it the whole time. I like how there's my fake name.
Mm.
Why is my name? Oh, because I was interviewed. That's why. So, but yeah, so look at that. 2008. I was a little bit skinnier. Yeah.
2008. Damn.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Look at Tommy in this picture,
Yeah,
man.
he
Wow.
looks baby.
Well, none of us have seen you like that.
Babes.
So, yeah.
All right.
Babes.
After that, we got. Do you all see Auto Night? It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that pizza looks pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah.
There was a post I saw on Reddit that said, like, what makes a good pizza? And all these folks are saying it's the crust. Like, apparently, what makes or breaks a good pizza is the crust. And I wanted to ask you all that same question. What do you all think makes or breaks a pizza?
Toppings.
I disagree on that.
I think it might be the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if you have a bad tasting sauce, it's going to ruin everything.
That's true. It's true. But the crust is everything. That's what it all goes on.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, like I think crust and sauce are probably the most important parts of pizza.
That's fair. I'm sorry, Princess Deadpool. That Princess Breadpool. That pizza looks pretty dang good.
It says it isn't here yet, but I ordered a pizza from CPK to go with Pokemon themed D&D game tonight. It is going to be a lot of fun. Saber, what was your answer to that as far as what makes a good pizza?
Oh man, I actually might be in agreement with the crust after all, because like if it's all rubbery and chewy, it's just like, well, this is shit. Like,
But
If the pizza isn't here yet, then what pizza is this?
it's an imposter.
we're like complimenting the pizza. No, so yeah, like I mean, I feel like even saying toppings is kind of like cheating a little bit, because
Yeah.
that could technically mean everything but the crust. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I hear ya about the crust. I mean, doesn't it all matter?
Like the foundation.
If it's going to be the perfect pizza, all of it matters.
Well, I know
Yeah,
that
Hero can
Laura and
answer.
Sarah will probably be rooting for cheese.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Sarah, you
cheese.
say the cheese. What's the most important? How about you tell Sarah, because you're in a different predicament.
I mean, a lot of the time, crust on gluten-free pizza is not ideal. It's more like, but I feel like they've gotten a little bit better at it, because typically crust is not very fluffy on gluten-free pizzas, so it's more like tough. I also enjoy a good dairy-free cheese on my pizza.
I might actually say the cheese.
Yeah.
To simplify it, I feel like because you can have a killer cheese pizza, like without any other toppings, and if you have that right like consistency with the cheese, where it just like comes at you, because you could have a very bad cheese, the kind where like you take a bite and the cheese just pulls everything off.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And then you're just like,
that is a good point.
Yeah.
Like, because like if the cheese, it just like it's just like a slab on top of the sauce, then yeah, that's a bad cheese.
And Princess Deadpool did confirm that it is a pizza from CPK, California Pizza Kitchen, but I'm like, is this a stock image that you've gotten off of Google?
He's
Because your
taken.
pizza wasn't there yet.
He took a picture before in anticipation that one day he wouldn't have the pizza to show us.
Okay.
All right. Our next food post we have is from Norris Brony saying, got a chicken wrap, lovely and crispy. Lovely and crispy, something nice since I've been really tired a lot lately and have been having some really trippy dreams. So, now.
Oh my god, I have a trippy dream I need to tell you all about later during the podcast.
Okay.
I had a really fucking weird one lesson. Laura's gonna love it in particular. It's a horror
Ooh,
dream.
I'm excited now.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Getting a
Now,
phone
does
call
that-
from Gabe.
Does that, just from the picture, does that look crispy?
I mean, I'm not an expert on flour tortillas, so I don't know.
What if the chicken is crispy?
That's not
That's
what you want.
I'm not unconvinced that that's just straight up a tortilla.
We don't know what the
says
chicken looks
crispy
like.
chicken.
It could be like a crispy chicken strip inside it.
Yeah, North Brody in the chat just said crispy chicken. So it is.
Oh yeah,
chicken
yeah.
that is
See,
crispy.
I'm right.
Tortilla is soft. Chicken is crispy.
You can't fool me, Norse Brony. I know you're just eating a tortilla.
And then we've got Silver Blaze. Got me some homemade fried rice with steak, chicken, and shrimp ready for this in my perfect pod. Awesome. That looks really good, actually. I want that. I want this food.
I had sushi for dinner.
Yum. Oh man.
Oh, Missy's
Missy's
here.
here.
I gotta get Race back. Race!
Ah!
Missy's here!
Missy's here.
Missy is here. Missy from like
Missy.
Missy, I want to let you know that my amazing Patreon is
Shut up.
all
The-
year long.
What did Missy say?
The combination of the different components is vital. They all must work in synergy to create the correct taste. If any one of the items is subpar, the entire experience will be off, just enough to make you uneasy.
Oh my god. Perfectly said, Missy. So it's true. Why is our pizza so like extraterrestrial tonight? Has anyone here had alien beef jerky?
Oh, babe, by the way, the chicken inside is the thing that's crispy.
Okay, I get you.
I just wanted to
Alien
make
beef jerky. It's a thing that
Is that
they
a real
sell.
thing?
It is out like in the desert of California when you're on your way to like Nevada towards Area 51.
sure.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's actually real. So, you know,
Oh,
like, 'cause,
Congratulations.
I mean, what else are they gonna do with all the aliens that they collect?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, when they're done with them.
Yeah, make some money.
Missy got promoted yesterday.
yeah.
Me,
Me?
you.
Huh?
Did you get promoted?
No, Missy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, good.
Congratulations, Missy.
Is that what you say to people who get promoted?
Missy's-
Like, I also got promoted.
Missy
Good.
said, I also got promoted yesterday. Huzzah!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Imperfect.
Crushing it.
Settling in for the podcast with some White Castle chicken sliders, tortilla chips, and Tostitos cheese dip.
That looks like
That's a cup
that.
cheese dip in it.
That right there.
I am disturbed.
No, I'm proud of Imperfect. This is the kind of dinner that people strive for. This is the kind of dinner where you knew what you wanted when you
Yeah.
went into the. You're like, God damn, I could go for some chips and cheese, but also those chicken fighters from White
And
Castle.
Rex Crash agrees. I could use some White Castle.
How many people have been to like White Castle in the last year?
Not me.
I've literally never been to one.
Yep, never been.
Never.
I don't. Where are they?
Are they like an up north type of?
They're in the Northeast.
They're definitely not up in the Northeast because I've never seen one.
They're not.
All right. Well, now we gotta look
Also,
up White
yeah.
Castle.
Also, I have been to the Northeast and I've never seen one.
I mean,
So-
I spent like 18 years
Where
in the
are
Northeast.
I had a weird thing
I
happen
thought
to
they
me.
were in the Northeast.
They might be,
So-
but I just never seen one.
Maybe they're like
Yeah.
really well hidden and it's like something that you can only get to if you know where it is.
That's why they made a
Only-
movie about it.
Yes,
Only
that's why
stoners
it's
can
an
find
actual
it.
thing.
There are I love this that there are over 420 White Castles.
I don't get it. What's the significance of that number?
420.
On the
Wait,
wiki, it says 377.
Well, the
Shit.
wiki's obviously out of date.
Let's see.
Or maybe-
Predominantly in the Midwest, Kentucky and Tennessee.
Oh, of course, the Midwest.
And there's 2 in Shanghai.
Fuck the Midwest.
Why are there-
Pelio's just dismissive,
Why are there-
unimpressed.
There's 2 in Shanghai, China.
Fuck
What?
I can't believe you said that.
Proud of
So-
the Midwest.
I mean, they got so many fucking conventions. Fuck them.
Whoa.
And you're not getting invited to any of them now.
So I had a weird experience as a kid where I was up in Canada. We were visiting my great aunt and uncle who lived up in Victoria Island, and we went to what I could have sworn was a White Castle, but it was a sit down, like they come up and take your order type of restaurant. And
Chili's race.
it's an Applebee's. But I was so why is there a dog on the screen for food
Because
posts?
it's cute and I wanted to
Oh,
show
the
you while you're
couple.
talking.
Okay, I got nervous.
Oh.
Did someone eat this?
No.
What?
It's a
Just
food
keep on
post.
talking
So-
about what you're talking
Okay, I'm sorry. So anyways, when I heard like the whole like, oh yeah, White Castle sliders thing, I was always thinking that they were talking about some kind of like sit down restaurant place, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Man, cool, okay. It's a popular thing. And I was so confused when I finally saw Harold and Kumar go to what was presumably a White Castle with a drive-through. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. What is this? They have a fast food version? So I don't know where I went.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was 10.
All right. Oh, yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna apologize to the Midwest, but fuck Ohio.
Yeah, that's okay.
Does that have anything-
Ohio has some great barbecue, though.
Do they?
Yes, of course they do. It's the Midwest.
Oh.
Is that a thing?
Wait,
That the Midwest
hold
has
on.
good barbecue?
Yes, it
Uh,
is. Yes, no, yes, it is. The mid, especially
I guess.
Kansas.
Okay, Paleo seems doubtful. I know what he has to say.
I've never been
Tennessee
out
and
there before,
Kentucky.
but I guess you might be right. I don't know. There might be in Japan. Who knows? You know, I don't know. Never been out there. Actually, it's funny because you're kind of caught up in this too, because I know that there's 4 different states that throw down with barbecue: Texas, North Carolina, Kansas, and another one. And
Some other fourth one.
I forget what it was, but there's like those. I know that those 3 states throw down with barbecue.
And Bakersfield.
And you got like, you always get one article from like some New York restaurant with like, check out our barbecue, and it's like a little like sliver of like shredded pork and like a pickle slice and a piece of bread that looks like it was like 2 days old, and it's like, okay, well, this is awful. It's $30. Whatever. I'm sorry, I'm venting. Barbecue's good.
Pete, please, you can always vent about food on this podcast, Saber.
It's gonna be a new segment. Saber vents about food.
What is it? Okay, so Nora, did you read this already?
No.
Oh, go for it.
All right. Nora says, "Sup, semi-perfect pod. I had a nice homemade dinner of chicken with mystery liquid and had those damn cookies for dessert." And for Laura, because I love her, here's a new pic of my doggo Lila.
She's so cute.
Is
Thank
it
you
a
for
new
the
dog
puppy
or just?
picture.
Is it a new dog or just a new pic?
And I
New
think it's
picture.
a new dog.
Okay.
Oh,
New pic of my dog.
oh, okay. So
Yes, new
old
picture.
dog.
I don't think Layla's new.
What's
I love what Nora said in the chat. Says Saberspark, what in caucasity are you talking about that Ohio has the best barbecue?
I think it's the best barbecue. I said they have barbecue.
Cookies. Oh, those cookies that we talked about last time.
I bought some of those cookies after the podcast.
Yeah. All right, we got Marie Cruz. It's also my birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, see now that is a food post where I believe that this person is in the middle of eating.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, here you go.
We
See?
got Void. Already ate, but here's a glass of unsweet tea.
Did we not acknowledge the fact that Nora said she was drinking mystery liquid?
Yes.
We did not acknowledge that. No.
Well, yeah, I read it, but we never said anything about it, I guess.
You were agreeing with my pointing out that we.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Unsweet tea. Sweeten that tea.
What do you? Yeah, you like sweetened tea.
Yeah.
Okay. Poll here with our podcasters: sweetened or unsweetened?
Sweeten.
Fuck this.
Hot.
Hot? Does
Hot
hot
tea.
mean? Is hot?
Just hot, not sweet.
Not Sweden, just hot tea. I don't do iced tea.
Me neither. I don't do any tea.
Sweet
The
iced
South,
tea is very good.
something I've done.
Earl Grey.
I used to drink a lot of sweet tea growing up in high school. I kind of departed from the stuff during college, and I had some from Chick-fil-A. Are you having the giggles, Sarah?
Sarah's confused,
I'm
but we'll get to
saying,
why.
Yeah,
What am I looking at, Sarah?
I don't know what someone's
That
Oh,
that
that's
looks
like,
disgusting.
Hot dog gelatin.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
It's a hot dog gelatin? No, it's got to be like bananas.
No,
Something.
You know what?
that's like hot dogs.
No,
honey.
those are no. Laura, didn't you tell me recently that like gelatin's made of bones?
Yeah, there's like animal byproducts in gelatin. It's like I think it's from bone marrow, but I'm not sure.
Ew. No, they definitely do gelatin of like everything. That's part of why it's so wacky as a food.
Wait, you're right. That's just a mold. Like
Yeah.
a Jello mold.
Yeah, with hot
Yeah.
dogs in it.
Made with like Vienna sausage.
Bigger the pony scientist says, "Here, yummy."
I'm afraid of this, and it makes me want to. Saber, did you get to finish your Chick-fil-A story?
My Chick-fil-A story.
You were talking
Sweet
about
tea.
tea.
Oh no, I was just saying sweet tea from the South is insanely sweet to a stupid degree. Like
Oh yeah, the South has like disgustingly sweet tea.
It tastes good to me.
Look at that
But,
doggo.
but of course, I was born and raised here.
It tastes good to me, I do declare.
That's a cute dog.
And while I'm at it, fuck the Midwest. So
I do declare. Where were those cowards during the Civil War? I say. Were they states? I don't know.
Let's see if there's any food posts.
Some of them.
I missed. Oh,
Christian had one.
uh-oh.
Look at this food post. I
Wait.
don't think it's gonna work. But apparently, it was a Popeyes.
I was prepared
Dude,
for a food
that-
post for once.
did you
Popeyes for the
all-
win.
Did you all hear about how there was a robber who held like Popeyes at gunpoint because they didn't have the chicken sandwich?
I
Yes,
heard that,
I
but I
did hear.
didn't like look anything up to verify it.
It happened.
Was
Oh
it
my
part of the
God.
Popeyes thing?
Yeah, the
Y'all-
Popeyes sandwich stuff. I can tell you, I'm gonna be real with you. I want the sandwich more now. If it's good enough for a robber to hold you at gunpoint, it must be a good sandwich, guys. I tell you, I really hate Black Griffin so freaking much.
Thanks.
Hey.
Oh man. Well, is that it for the food post?
Yes, that was it.
All right. Well, welcome into the podcast,
Mhm.
Mr. Griffin, who's black. Welcome.
Yo, hey, what's going on?
Oh,
I listened to your album while driving home today.
I'm sorry.
Oh. I mean, I was gonna say it was good, but I mean.
Oh, hey. Thanks very much. That means the money came in. All right, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Speaking of, by the way, Cadet Redshirt with a super chat. Thank you, Cadet. Asking fave song this week, either new or rediscovered. Paleo.
Ooh.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, Paleo.
I was gonna say because there's something about the album when I was listening to it. I love when albums do the thing where they play the two songs go like inside of each other.
Mhm.
I love it when albums do that.
Yeah, we did that. Diamond
Yeah.
and the Rough. They're inside each other.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the word. I mean, like transition into each other. That's what I meant.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Songs
I was trying to think of the term.
When they fuck. All right.
Yeah.
So,
When two songs love each other very much.
oh man. So we're now at that part of the podcast where we like to find out what everyone's been up to the last 2 weeks. So, Gabe, what's new?
You guys, I had a real great time. Claire Corlett came over and she came to my place for 10 days. And the reason on paper was so that I could help her record an EP that she's working on, which is super secret. So everybody should go tweet to her that they know. And, but the actual reason was to have a tax writable, offable excuse to come visit Arizona. And so I took her flying and I took her ATVing and we went to a water park in Phoenix and I took her to the Titan Missile Museum, which is a great way to get Canadians accustomed to America's nuclear power.
They have water in
Phoenix.
It's fake water. It's fake water. No, the Titan Missile Museum is an awesome flex. I love going there and being like, yeah, 9 megatons. Yeah. You want to visualize that? Fill a train car with dynamite and then stretch it from California to Virginia and then put it all in a bomb the size of a couch.
So here to do a bunch of nerdy stuff? Dude, that sucks.
No, we had a really
left after 5 days.
Like, you're like, really, dude, that like straight up blows, dude. I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I get it! Yeah, no, we had a really good time. So yeah, that's what happened. That's all that happened. Stop it.
Cool.
So the flying, tell us more about that.
How did she survive?
Because like I'd be real with you, like I don't know. I feel like if I flew with you, it'd be like, okay, there's the scariness of flying to begin with, and then there's the terrifying nature of knowing that you're the one piloting.
Yes, yeah. You want to be even more scared? I actually let her fly it for at least 10 minutes.
How is that legal?
None of it's legal.
Oh. Okay, I love it.
Okay, all right. Actually, technically, it's not illegal. It's just not advised or allowed. It's one of those things. Because I built it, so it's not a registered aircraft. So the FAR 103 says that if you want to take a passenger, the aircraft has to be registered. And because it's just a giant paraglider with a 2-stroke bicycle motor on the back, it's not officially an aircraft. So, but there's also like all these rules. It's like, oh, you know, you can get in trouble if like you're charging for rides, which I wasn't. So that's how I get around that little loophole right there. But no, actually, she had a really good time. She was scared to death, but she's like, I have to do it. I need to do it. I want to experience it. So we flew for about.
That's fun.
Yeah.
She's there's other things that you could get in trouble for charging rides for in America.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I have a question though. So like, this is a dumb question. So if someone ever was able to actually build their own spaceship,
yes,
could the government be like, no, you're not taking off through our...
Yes. You have to get FAA clearance if you're going to pass through 30,000
What if you just stay in space?
You have to get there first.
You can't stop me. I'm in space.
Alien's like, this is where I started.
You want to send the Russians after me? Huh?
You can't catch me.
What if you go to space and then land somewhere else?
That's true. I mean, that could work. The whole thing is that they don't want you disrupting flight paths of commercial.
Oh
airlines.
yeah.
That'd be good. The next space race starts because some asshole is antagonizing Russia and China and America. What you're going to do? Come to Mars and beat me up? I don't know what that accent was.
On a related strain, we've got a super chat from Christian saying, "Hi Gabe, when are you going to take race and saber flying? Also forgot to mention I love all of you guys."
Oh, we love you too.
When they write an EP and come down here for me to record it.
Yes.
Or we can do a bunch of YouTube shenanigans, you and I.
I am 100 trillion% down for that, but you got to get here, bro.
Or you could just move closer to where I live and then
Pipe dream.
For the low price of
Ridiculous.
$5,000 a month, I too can live in Southern California.
how much a month did you say?
Of 5,000, that's not bad.
That's pretty cheap.
Speaking of though, my brother actually. Oh, by the way, Claire is doing an audition right now, so everyone wish her luck. Unless the audition's over and then she's watching the taping with David today. Exactly. I actually, what was really funny is last time I told everybody on the podcast to go say something mean to Claire on Twitter, she texted me and freaking out, like, "What did you say?" So, wonder what.
Everybody, go tweet something mean to her right now.
No, not mean.
Wish her
And,
luck.
Just
and don't
something
forget
really
to
cryptic
mention
that
it's
involves
from
Gabe.
Gate.
Yes, it's from me. Just to everyone, tell her she sucks. All right, so
I'll tell her right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I was gonna go on about something. Oh, did y'all blow anything up as far as like?
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. So she'd never shot a gun before. So I let her pick out of the 18 that I have, which ones looked the coolest. And then yeah, we went and now we didn't actually blow anything up. I didn't do tannerite because the wind was too high, and you have to be careful with that stuff because if it sets the desert on fire, it burns for hundreds of miles, which happened a couple years ago with tannerite. Wasn't me, but it was somebody. So yeah, I'm always super cautious with tannerite, but that's another excuse for her to write another EP. But yeah, no, it was a real good time.
It was a really fun week.
We did. We really did. I was actually surprised. I thought she'd be annoying, but she wasn't.
Thank God.
Yeah, seriously. Unlike that Michelle. Whew.
We ain't just burning deserts out here, folks. We're burning bridges too.
Oh, that bridge was burnt a long time ago. Anyway.
Awesome. So, Hirosashii. Yes, tell us about your dream. Saber.
I can't wait to tell this. All right, first off, I do think that this dream might have been influenced because I've been watching a lot of horror. I mean, I say a lot of horror recently. Watching a horror movie is considered a lot of horror.
Wait, what are you saying? You've been watching horror movies?
Horror.
Okay.
Horror.
That's just called porn, Steven.
I've been watching horror for years. No. Laura introduced me to Eraserhead.
Okay.
Oh, you watched that?
Yeah. It was really surreal. It was
It's a very weird movie.
It's such a good movie. Wait, who else has seen it?
I have.
I have not.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It does not sound familiar.
I feel like you'd know.
Laura
Then I
asked
have
me a
not.
Question of what I thought the movie was about. Paleo, question for you. What do you think that the movie represents? Like, because Laura, you said it was like suicide, right?
Yeah. For me, it definitely comes across. Well, it's about like. For me, it's about like being unprepared for something and being overwhelmed by like situations and then having to deal with it, but like not being ready.
Oh yeah, it's like being unprepared for responsibility.
Yeah.
It's a freaky movie. It's super surreal and kind of art housey, but because at first I thought it was pretentious with how like cryptic it was, but then it's like, okay, no, this works, and it has arguably one of the coolest like practical effects ever in cinema.
I really appreciate practical effects.
Oh, dude, there's a creature in it that like to this day, Laura, you can probably embellish more about this, but like it's like a little baby. And it looks like fleshy and alive, and
it's like a fetus without any limbs.
Yes.
Ugh!
It's freaky. Like, you want to tell me about the sheep thing?
Beep beep.
I'm a sheep.
Well,
Who's got the keys to my sheep room? That is
I'm gonna switch over though quickly. So I had a nightmare last night. It was so intense. I was like at this house, and there was a party, and then a flood came by, and water started to fill up really high up to the rooftop. And
Did you wet the bed, Saber?
a little? There was a shark swimming around, and this guy, some mystery person, kept like pushing people into the water where the shark would kill them. And I was like, oh God, who is this? I know someone's doing this. And I started looking, and I found the guy, and it was like this like 18-year-old or just teenage kid, who is like being mind controlled by the sharks. And I'm like, okay, well, I gotta kill this guy. And this is the first time I've ever dreamt this, but I stabbed someone in the throat and like cut their throat open. And
That's only the first time you've ever dreamt about killing somebody? Dang.
Yes, at least it felt very vivid. And I was like, holy shit, I just killed somebody. But then I walked away, and then I later saw him in the dream. I'm like, holy shit, he can regenerate. And I killed him over and over again. And I got frustrated because he kept like laughing at me. And I'm like, ah, you just fucking die. And got to the point though where I woke up and then I peed the bed. So, you know.
There it was.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Yes.
What is this, 2012? Oh no, man.
Oh man.
Wow, dude, I hate dreams like that. I used to have really disturbing dreams, and then I just suddenly stopped. It's like my body's like, you're an adult now. You're not allowed to have scary dreams. And I was like, but why? And that's how my life goes now.
There came a point where Gabe was incapable of dreaming. All of his dreams. Well,
I don't have scary dreams. I have frustrating dreams.
I still can't run in a dream. I always have to swim through the air.
Yes. Especially if you're trying to run from something. It's like my feet are just above the ground, and it's like they're slipping, like I'm in a pool up to my chest. I hate it.
Or you ever get into a fight in a dream and it's just a little like
I've had like
I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah, you keep punching them and they're like just not effective.
Yeah, the punches don't land. It's everything is like it's underwater.
Yes, dude.
It is that.
True.
Yeah.
So true.
The upside to that is that flying's really easy because it's just like swimming.
Dude, that's so interesting you say that because whenever I fly in my dreams, it's just like me underwater pushing the water down beneath me and pushing.
Yeah, same.
Is that how you swim?
Well, you know, not.
Oh yeah, Gabe wasn't here the last time because the last time on the podcast I said I had a dream where Gabe died in a plane crash.
Oh, good.
Finally.
You mean we haven't warned you about that?
No. It's nice to have good dreams every once in a while.
And what are friends for? Hero, what have your last 2 weeks been like?
Work. WoW Classic. That's been playing WoW. And I'm like, yep, I still like this game.
Same.
It's still fun.
Yeah, and I hadn't really played before, and I started playing with those two, and it's fun.
It's fun. I'm learning how to play Tekken 7, which is the first fighting game I've played in quite some time. But yeah,
Nice.
I'm like, I kind of miss them. So I'm like, yeah, Tekken 7's hard. 3D fighting games are hard. But adding to my fighting game repertoire. That's what I'm
Alright.
to.
Sweet. What about Laura? What have your last 2 weeks been like? Cool.
Nice.
Paleo. What about yours?
I visited Laura this past weekend. That was fun. We went to a
Sounds just
winery.
like Steven.
Right. So I just wanted to weigh in on that. Continue, Paleo.
Cool.
Playing WoW Classic with Hero and Saber. That's been fun. I also got Astral Chain for the Nintendo Switch and started playing that a bit. And just the past few days, I've been looking after my mom's dog. I just got back home today. So
2 days early.
did some video stuff. So been busy.
Cool.
Astral
Awesome.
Chain, the sequel to Anal Beads.
Whoa! On that note, Saber, anything else you'd like to add from your and Laura's last 2 weeks?
I went to go see her this past weekend, like I said, and we watched movies and we like went to the winery. It was fun just hanging out with her. She's gonna be visiting me here soon, this coming weekend, and we're gonna record a project. Got some special plan for the channel. It's pretty freaking different, so hopefully people like it. Besides that, just chilling out, shooting b-ball outside of the
Oh,
pool.
I know the thing. I was trying to think of like what was it? Oh yeah, that thing.
You went shooting b-ball nowhere. Don't even.
I know.
What about you, Sarah?
Not much other than I was contacted by a recruiter for a toy company. So potentially maybe another job in the future, but we'll see.
Cool.
Hopefully. Now, that'll be interesting because if it does work out and the timing and everything works out,
Yeah.
Sarah might get off work at the exact same time this podcast starts.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
and yeah. So it just means that Sarah's going to have to
Do it
stay
from
at work.
Yeah.
Or you could push it back an hour and then lose literally any chance of European audiences watching.
Finally, we've taken them off.
Oh my God. Brexit.
Anything else?
Yeah, not much.
Not much?
I don't think so.
And just chilling?
Am I forgetting something?
I don't know. I usually get to this point and go, I don't think I did anything.
That's how it feels though, right? Like, well, how did your last in 2 weeks, man? You're just like, maybe I just am not fun at all.
It's not. It's not until I
go
turn
into
this
a
off.
closet and it exists.
Yeah, I a big part of my last 2 weeks has been preparing the next series that I'll be putting out on my YouTube channel. It is
what is
Sarah and my honeymoon adventure. Finally, the honeymoon that we had 10 months ago is about.
Oh my lord, have you been married that long?
Right?
Oh my god, what? Like legit? After you,
November 17th is our first year.
Time is
man.
just not real after college, man.
It's
It's not.
So
Because when you're in school, like the years feel so long.
Yeah.
and that'll be
Sucks.
coming out tomorrow.
Possibly tomorrow.
Possible. Sarah says
I have to do a
possible.
last minute thumbnail for this boy because he forgot to ask me for one.
I'm back.
Oh my
I'm
god.
bored.
I'll
But,
have been working in health insurance for 3 years and 20 days. Oh my god.
No.
So yeah,
3 years.
Yeah.
I thought you were only 2 years.
Other than that, just been doing the work, doing racing stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be, if anyone's bored, go to Indianapolis this weekend.
I was wondering what to do with my weekends.
What?
Now I know.
I'll just spend a whole bunch of money to go to Indianapolis and not know what to do yet.
So yeah, Tommy and I actually were
Getting married?
doing a big stream. So if anyone's bored this weekend on lowbudget.tv, we're going to be streaming an event. It is 3 hours. It is a 3-hour race on Saturday, and it is a figure 8 race with no stopping unless there's like a wreck. And it's in cars that are like 60 grand worth.
Yeah.
And these guys are racing for $20,000, and again for 3 straight hours. It is as someone who watches a lot of racing, it is probably the craziest thing I've ever witnessed, and it is incredible. So yeah, we're gonna be streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I won't be out there till later in the weekend, but yeah. So if you're bored, lowbudget.tv, join us. It's a pay-per-view. I don't know how much it is. but yeah. So cool. We made it through that.
Yes.
We survived. I guess what we could do is Sarah, you have a note here about Nintendo.
Nintendo Direct
So
came out today. I'll let Paleo and Hero start. What do y'all think?
Fucking Sans has a. Yeah, this was actually after the Direct because they did a little showcase of Banjo-Kazooie, which during the Direct they revealed came out tonight. So yeah, so people can play with a banjo now. But they revealed a bunch of different Mii costumes, and one of them is Sans from Undertale.
Whoa. That's so
Sans
cute.
Undertale is in Smash.
Yeah, it's a skin for like the Mii character, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool. I love it.
Yeah, but the other Smash reveal was Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury, who also
Who?
and also the King of Fighters.
Who? No, sorry.
Yeah, but SNK apparently is like really big in like Latin America. If I'm correct, I think Hero might know more because like he's the fighting game person, and he's muted right now. But another thing is apparently since the next fighter that was originally promised for those 5 fighters. There's one more left, but then they said, "Oh wait, but we're making more," because I guess they want to make more, more than just those 5. So there's still a chance for Shantae to get in,
and Judy and Nick.
No,
they'll get into each other.
A bunch of
That's my favorite.
a bunch of ports
One
for
character
games.
is inside of another character. It's just the best.
I know.
I'm
Sorry, Paleo.
Yeah, there was a bunch of announcements for ports for games. Xenoblade Chronicles is getting like an HD remaster, which will come out next year. They showed a little trailer for Animal Crossing, which is looking really good.
I'm so excited for Animal Crossing.
Sarah was telling me that there's like a debate that
because Jeffrey, he asked me yesterday what my favorite video game was, and I'm like, man, I feel like I have a lot of ways to answer it because like I was gonna say Animal Crossing, and I'm like, but some people don't count that as like a game because it's not like I know, but like
stupid people.
Yeah,
stupid.
I'd count that as a game.
Yeah, it's more of like the people that are like Call of Duty and Halo are the only games that exist.
What are you talking about? That's 2007.
Yeah, that hasn't been like a major problem in years.
Tetris is the only real
Halo
game.
players.
I mean, Halo's dead, so.
No! Blasphemy!
Pong or nothing.
I mean, hopefully Halo Infinite will be like great next year.
It better freaking be, or I'm gonna be mad.
So it was a good stream then, or a good reveal, or whatever the heck Nintendo Direct is.
There were a lot of things. Nothing that got me like too excited, but oh yeah, the Super Nintendo games are coming to the online service, so that's cool. They're gonna put 20 games outright with a bunch of different things. Some that weren't on the Super Nintendo Classic, like Demon's Crest, Kirby's Dream Land 3. I'm not sure why that wasn't on the Super Nintendo Classic because that's one of the Kirby games on the Super Nintendo that I'd like to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Overwatch is coming to the Switch as well.
Yeah, Overwatch. That was a big reveal. Though it was kind of leaked earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frickin' wow.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft? Wow, that's exciting.
Well, was that it from Nintendo Direct?
I'm trying to think of what else because they showed a bit more gameplay of Trials of Mana, which I know Hero is really excited about, and it's looking really good to me too. They showed a bit more of Luigi's Mansion 3, which that comes out next month. And I'm super excited to play that. Well, not super excited, but excited. And Link's Awakening, which comes out later this month. Which Link's Awakening was the first Zelda game I played, and it was my favorite before Breath of the Wild came out.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one too.
Say Breath of the Wild?
Bread of the Wild.
Bread of the Wild.
Delicious.
You can cook bread.
Yeah, you can cook
bread.
Oh, we just got a super chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. The Lion King and Aladdin games, the ones that were on like the Super Nintendo and Genesis, are getting like a remaster for all consoles.
Oh, nice. That's
So big thank you, by the way, to Britt Fields who submitted the super chat asking, did you see that classic Lion King and Aladdin games are coming to Switch in October. I'm excited. So what does this mean exactly? Like what
So those original games that came out in the 90s, they're getting a remaster with I think like improved like sprites and stuff, but also like different versions of the game as well.
Oh, okay.
I prefer 7-Up.
Like kind of like what they did with the DuckTales game.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's like exactly like a good DuckTales game. Let me look it
Oh,
up.
okay.
I hear typing. That's the sound of looking up. Do, 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 do. Boop, 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 boop. Do, do, Beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm done.
I enjoy the part where you
Yeah.
had like 4 people going at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because there's like HD versions of the game, but also you can play the original and also like the Game Boy versions. It looks like yeah, multiple Game Boy, multiple like game versions of the games. Though I don't think what's weird because Aladdin on the Genesis and the Super Nintendo were very different.
Mhm.
And I don't think the Super Nintendo version is on this one, or on this collection.
Interesting. Me and Jeffrey, we just bought they have like a Disney Afternoon collection on the PS4 that I bought for like $5 this past week. With Chip and Dale 2, and the DuckTales video games.
Video.
Christian just sent us a super chat saying this is for thank you for that.
It's what?
It's for
Oh, sorry.
He was appreciating the me music.
Oh, thank you, Christian.
it was so
I get that money.
good.
Yo,
Shall we get into my little?
Let's get into a pony.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna talk about the 2 latest My Little Pony episodes that aired.
That show's still going on?
Yeah, it's almost done. It's got a little while to go. So we're gonna be talking about Summer Sun Setback and She Talks to Angel.
So again, folks, these are episodes that have aired on television. The 2 most recent episodes. We will not be discussing anything that in regards to anything that comes after these episodes.
Yeah.
We also will be putting up a spoiler screen. So if you haven't seen these episodes yet and don't want spoilers, all you have to do is mute the stream, wait until the spoiler screen goes down, and you'll be good. Once it's down, we will not discuss.
Oh, sorry.
What did you just say?
It has a new Weird Owl episode.
You know what's funny is Gabe's gonna be like, "Hey, did that one episode where this happens air yet?" And we're gonna be like, "No."
I think
No episodes have aired.
I think I know
Ever.
the ones that haven't that I'm not supposed to talk about, so I won't.
Just
Where's
strap
the
him
duck-
down.
Where's the duct tape? Put that red ball in his mouth and let's continue. All right.
My favorite.
All right, so this first episode is called The Summer Sun Setback. And in this episode, Twilight is determined to make Celestia and Luna's last Summer Sun celebration memorable, but things start going horribly wrong.
She killed
So, this one,
Die.
I liked this episode a lot. It was,
Character growth.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Finally. Where everybody was assuming that Twilight's gonna freak out, but then she's like, "No, guys, I'm chill now." Except for that one trivia.
Except for
night.
that one trip,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
She even acknowledges it.
Yeah.
Rainbow
She's like-
Dash.
She's
really-
like that. Like none of these other times I freaked out where like the world was about to end. The one time that I freak out where it makes me question whether I should freak out or not was trivia.
Yes.
That was a hill worth dying on.
Yeah, so in like it's the villains, the team of villains that are trying to make things go wrong. And they do go wrong for a while, but then the people find the main six, not the people.
The people rise up.
They find her like, okay, we need to tell Twilight. And then it gets fixed because Twilight now knows, and she's like, okay, tell me everything. Let me fix all, let me help y'all fix all of this.
Let me help you.
So I can't decide who sucks. Someone sucks, but like it changes.
Corlett.
Like wow. But like
She's the
Twilight's an idiot sometimes, and her friends calm her down, and then they're like, let's just completely flip the tables. All of our friends suck now, and Twilight's the one that's gonna.
No,
Like,
except for
This was
Applejack, because she is exactly the person that's like,
right.
I love the part where she gets so frustrated. She's like, why does nobody listen to me?
Not a
Like,
main
throws her
character.
hat. She's like, God
Yeah.
damn it, guys.
Basically, this episode was the opposite of the movie, where like Twilight was being a jerk to her friends.
Yeah.
Where like her friends are being like, we shouldn't like say anything because she can't handle it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Except Applejack, who's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I really found it funny that these unicorns that do the firework display were so easily swayed by someone saying one negative thing about their
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, that was weird.
That
Oh, we're
sounds
better
pretty
than
accurate
fireworks.
to me.
It's like I think we got a bigger problem at hand at Hoof than
Thank you, Hero. I was
Yeah.
confused at first.
I was about to get really mad.
screaming. I was crying.
Free party!
Every creature now.
It's every
No,
creature. Every pony is
sounds-
exclusionary.
Sorry, that sounds racist. Why can't we say everybody?
Yeah.
I agree, but
agree.
at least every creature is an exclusionary.
Because
my
that's
God.
insensitive to people who don't have bodies, guys. What about the
Yeah.
ghosts? Come
Oh,
on.
Some
Oh, yeah,
kid's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
grow up
Racist
and be
bastards.
in a really diverse classroom someday and be like, I know how to address this classroom.
Oh god.
Oh, creature!
Every creature.
It's gonna happen. though.
That'll go over well.
We're gonna upload our consciousness to machines, and they'll be like, "Excuse me, I don't have a body. I'm just a flash drive. Thank you, thank you."
Every Bluetooth operated android.
Did you just use the B word in front of me? How
We
dare
are all
you?
one.
Of course, Sarah's over here quoting.
Oh, Zenyatta.
I almost said Zendaya.
Like-
Zendaya is me.
Pinata.
My favorite character is Zimbabwe.
You know what would be an offensive term for a robot, like clanker? Right, you
Oh.
clanker.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Grease
god.
bucket.
Why are we already coming up with
Man.
derogatory?
Yeah,
Then-
racial slurs for
Oh,
robots.
the
We're so ahead of our
white men
time.
Are rushing
What
to
about-
it.
what about Clank?
my God.
He
What
called me
about
the
Clank
C
from Ratchet
word.
Clank though?
Clanker.
Don't they call that in TF2? I thought they call them clankers. Or no, that's Star Wars.
Wait, what? I thought those were droids.
I thought those were
No,
droids.
in the Clone Wars, they call them clankers. In the
Oh.
animated series. They're like,
That sounds like
"Hey,
something out
clankers."
of that Mobile Homes movie. What's it called? Mortal Engines.
Mobile homes.
I can't remember the episode.
Yeah.
Savage.
Race is like reading through the
I just
plot
want to
of this
see like a
episode.
trailer park version of Mortal Engines now.
Mobile Homes.
It was a
They're
good
driving
episode.
right into our park.
Yeah, I'm sitting here while everyone's discussing the episode, rereading it because I'm like,
Yeah, he's like
I know
reading
I-
the synopsis.
I know I'm just like I enjoyed the episode. I remember that, but for some reason,
I wholeheartedly agree though with the entire like the fireworks ones. They oh wait, wasn't Snips like kind of in this episode a bit? No, that was a cheerleader.
I thought he died.
No, Snips is still here. No, wait, are you talking about snails?
Oh yeah, he died.
Yeah,
Someone
Snips
poured-
was here, and I was like, "Oh, hi,
Poured
Lee.
Salt on him.
Hello, Lee. I haven't seen you or heard you in many years."
he's actually getting
he talks like this, or the one who talks like this.
that the first one.
Oh.
Snails. So,
Richard Ian Penis. I'm sorry, it's the voice actor's name. I just don't like this.
It was a good episode.
So we enjoyed it. Okay.
Good episode.
Shall we
Shall we move on to the next
let's
one?
move on to the next
All
one.
right. And so, yeah, this one. Okay. This one's called She Talks to Angel. And in this episode,
That's my favorite Black Rose song.
when Fluttershy and Angel's relationship hits the skids. What the fuck is this?
What?
What?
synopsis
What?
I'm reading.
What?
When Fluttershy and Angel's relationship hits the skids, Sakura gives them a potion to help them understand each other. Oh
Wait.
man.
That was in a fan fiction not too long ago. We read at a convention.
Dun dun dun.
You mean Freaky Friday?
Ah, that's the one.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, this was a fetish-filled episode.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, what?
Dang it.
What?
As soon as it happened, I'm like, boy, that's kinky.
All right. So you're
Immediately.
saying I should start watching the show again.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your thing,
I don't
then
even know what we're talking about.
body swapping.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I did not know that was a fetish.
Fluttershy and Angel body swap in this episode.
Yes, they
What?
did.
Oh yeah, there was also micro stuff.
I feel
Yes,
bad
there
for
was.
people that have fetishes
What's
that,
the micro stuff? Hold
that
on.
could never happen.
Where Angel was like, or like Fluttershy in Angel's body, where she was like frustrated with trying to get over the logs. Like there are people that into that.
Logs or, you know.
You know. You know.
I don't follow. I don't follow. Logs?
Like being so small like a bunny that you're helpless.
Oh, Judy.
Humans are just gone.
Humans are
Why is
something
everyone
else.
saying I want to marry Discord? Is that
Because that's a quote that Angel said to make fun of Fluttershy.
no!
Look at how-
Oh my god!
See how
Yeah. It's
God I
actually,
am.
it is
That's awesome.
canon.
Yeah, it was kind of awesome,
acknowledged.
I talk to animals. Want to marry Discord.
Oh, that's fantastic. I want to. Yeah,
I
wanna
think
see
it's
that.
cute.
That's cute. That's
So-
adorable.
So the kind of cool thing here is that essentially we gave Angel, so kind of got to
we gave what?
Angel.
Mm-hmm.
When I say a voice, I mean Angel
Oh.
got to say words, not necessarily
That's-
with a voice.
Yeah, I kind of liked how it was a change up of that sort of like where the expectation is that Fluttershy is not going to be able to say anything because Angel can't say anything. But I did like that actually Angel was able to speak through Fluttershy, like being like, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was nice to know his thoughts. I'm like, okay, so yeah, you definitely are a dick. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You really are.
Confirmed.
As if we needed this episode to know that.
I kind of did. I was like, maybe he's just like tough love, like
Misunderstood.
go a backbone or whatever. But no, he's just a dick. Now I know it's very clear.
He's lived
Wait,
way too long for a rabbit.
Oh my god.
Hero when he like started talking. I know he like.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes. So I think Paleo's favorite part of the episode is Want to Marry Discord bit. My favorite part of the episode was when he was like, I'm a pony? La 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 la. Destroyed me.
Yeah,
It's like
talking
nonsense.
is so cool.
La la la. It's just a face. Oh, I loved it.
So there was I had an issue with this episode, actually.
Uh-huh.
Kind of a really big issue.
Mhm.
They were really trying to push this like out of nowhere and almost unrelated vegan thing on
Oh, yeah.
carnivores. That's like
Mhm.
animal
wow.
abuse, guys.
So,
Whoa, whoa,
vibe-
whoa.
that I got from that was more that like she didn't want them doing it at the sanctuary, which makes sense because it's supposed to be like a sanctuary for all the animals. But it's like once you guys leave the property, I mean, it's free game.
Right. Like it's
Once
like
you
a-
go into the PvP area.
Yes, exactly.
You mean the world?
It was just establishing where the line was drawn.
Now I agree, but like there were still moments where vegan things were brought up. weren't they like vegan cookies or something? There was something that was like, oh, here, the snake should try this.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
It was like
when
something they could eat while they're there, I guess.
I was so happy when the snake was like, or I could just eat the elephant, and
Right?
and did.
That was really impressive. I was like, damn.
I just love how they're like sitting there, kind of like talking about it, like, oh man, while this elephant's suffocating inside of the snake.
I was
What
surprised
the
that like
heck are
none
you
of it
guys
was
talking about?
digested by the time it got out.
Gabe, you should really be caught up, buddy.
Well,
this
snakes take a
show
long
has
time to
changed a
digest.
lot. I am
Okay.
super
Turned
what the-
on.
How long do snakes take to digest?
They only
Wait,
eat like
if you
every
eat them
so
or if
often.
they eat something.
If they eat something.
So snakes don't. Snakes actually rely on decomposition for digestion. They don't have very strong enzymes in their stomach.
Yeah.
So they rely on heat and decomposition.
You only have to feed a snake like
Once a month.
something like that.
I'm going to one day, it's like a goal of mine, just to like bring up something and stump Gabe. What an amazing day that would be. Just one day.
Won't work. I have fast internet and a cell phone.
Why did you you sounded like a cartoon? Which one? Shoot. You sounded like Homer Simpson.
And a cell phone. Oh.
Say don't.
Don't.
How often does he still say dough even today?
I don't
Yeah.
think he's
Probably.
still alive too. Dang.
Is he still?
Yeah.
oh, did
The
he die?
Simpsons will never die.
I'm sorry.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I Laura is right though. Like there is kind of a clear distinction where Fluttershy's like, don't not here, guys.
Say Fluttershy.
Not here. There's peace. But I was like, oh god. Are we
No, it's still there. It's still funny.
yeah. I'm like, oh man, we're still dipping into vegan territory here. As a reminder for anyone with pets that are carnivores.
Claire Corlett was a vegan and then she got smart.
Yep.
It's so
Yep.
vegan. I'm kidding. I have nothing against vegans.
No.
What? I mean, like, did she eat some meat and change her mind?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go.
No, literally. She shut up. She did. Chicken. Literally chicken. She tried chicken. I think
I hear
I'm
like
gonna go
so
with
many.
Hold on. I was gonna say though, like I had the Impossible Burger recently, and I'm gonna be real with you. Like, okay, I'm like one of those meat eaters where I like the taste of meat, but if I can like get rid of the cruelty of it all, I'm totally down for that.
Oh, I'm with you. I hate the fact that it is as barbaric as it is. What I'm excited about, and I'm hoping we start to grow meat in laboratories. It's not too far
Yeah, like
off.
synthetic.
It's
Yes,
Would
I
you
would
like
so
that?
eat that.
Yeah, I'm into
Did you
that.
like the Impossible Burger?
yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Not to get like I don't know. That's a 2 world issue stuff. Never mind. Let's go back to Tony's.
So I was gonna say.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say like I hear about so many like vegans and vegetarians where like they stop being vegan or vegetarian because they're like, God damn, I need some chicken.
Well, I can actually tell you. So Claire's actual reasoning was she became vegan because she's curious. She's curious about a lot of things, and so what she wanted to do is there was a big vegan like culture at her university, UBC, and she wanted to be part of that and just experience that. So she became vegan. She only ate at vegan restaurants. She hung out with a vegan clique, and then she was like, "Okay, I'm not into this anymore," and she stopped. That was basically her whole experience with that.
She couldn't hang out with them if she wasn't a vegan.
Yeah, they hated people who weren't. I'm kidding. I
It's
don't know.
about-
I don't know. I didn't ask her a ton of details about that, but that was basically what she told me.
Nice. Well, you all enjoy your whatever the stuff is.
Synthetic meat.
But I'm with you guys that it'd be cool if we can like just make.
well,
I
aren't
mean,
they, like,
they're
burning
already
down the
making cheese out of
rainforest?
plants.
They are.
And it's pretty good cheese.
You could vouch for it.
Yeah.
Just don't tell. That's the thing is half the stuff that we eat. If we don't know the details, we might just be like, okay.
I mean, there's a ton of bugs in your bread.
And there's
Thanks,
a ton
Paleo.
of sh-
Next topic.
Should we move on?
Move
to
on.
the next?
All right.
All right.
Okay. So yes, we're gonna discuss this next thing, which is also gonna need a spoiler tag.
Yeah.
So while we kind of do a transition here, and some people probably unmute in case anyone was avoiding those spoilers. Sarah, are we going to discuss the mover?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to be putting up another spoiler tag here, and this one is for the Steven Universe movie.
Yeah.
I'm
which
out.
is okay.
Laura,
All right.
Is there gonna be anybody left?
Laura, I'll ping. Okay.
So
I know Hero hasn't caught up. and
Yep.
hasn't
So
muted.
I will wait because Hero, I don't know, hasn't muted
Yeah,
yet.
so let's make it fast.
I don't know anything about Steven Universe.
Then Gabe, you're perfect for this.
Hey.
I liked the movie a lot.
Well, wait. I just want to re-clarify to everyone. Anyone that is a little behind. So we will be discussing the Steven Universe movie, the one that just television yesterday, 2 days ago. 2 days ago,
Yeah,
on
on
Monday.
Yeah.
And again, if you want to avoid spoilers, wait until the spoiler screen goes away, and then you'll be good. So we will be discussing spoilers now.
I liked the movie a lot. I love the beginning of it, like where it's
Yes.
starting off as like one of those classic fantasy movies with like the music and the credits,
Making
and
fun of it all.
and the book,
turning
that
of the
storybook.
pages.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's basically a Disney movie.
I really enjoyed the villain. Spinella's great as far as like her whole style and her gimmick, where she's like kind of meant to look like a 1930s sort of
Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, rubber hose era cartoon.
Yeah, and
I loved her
the
animation.
song, yeah, her animation was great. The song that she had when she first arrived on the scene is Electro Swing, and I love Electro Swing.
Yeah.
so-
Oh man, I forgot to mention that in my review. I just recorded it.
Straight up, it felt like a villain from Cuphead. Like I
Yeah.
loved the energy behind it all.
Mhm.
She was so different compared to everything else in the show so far, which was refreshing.
Yeah.
Now,
Like good. The musical numbers are fantastic because they
Yeah. I feel like they were saving a lot of their like really good stuff for this movie for their
Yeah.
music.
Mhm.
Can I talk about
Um,
beef now about the movie?
I
Yeah.
have beef too.
well, first, so who here liked Stag?
Stag.
I thought
Stig.
Stig was insanely handsome, and I thought that came out of nowhere. Because I guess like one of the big, I mean, I'll address the elephant in the room. I know that people take fusion as a metaphor for sex. That's what I initially saw it as. Over time,
And now it's confirmed.
No, it's
after
not.
after seeing this.
It is-
it's just I think fusion is just like the manifestation of two beings who love each other, whether it's friendship, brotherly love,
Or in the butt.
or in the butt. Or significant others. So
Mhm.
that caught me off guard. That was surprising. I was like, damn, I was not expecting to see Greg and Steven fuse. And I love their fusion. It was really
Yeah, when Steven said like Pearl needs to have lose Rose or like lose Greg. Yeah, that she needs to lose him. I thought they were gonna fake his death.
Yeah, but just
I don't want to die, Snowball.
So, are there any more positives before we do get into the beefs?
I also like the music. Gosh, I liked the whole premise. I wasn't expecting it. Like the whole premise of like him having to like get like it being kind of like an amnesia sort of situation where the Crystal Gems have to remember who they are, and so Steven has to take them step by step through their stories and all that stuff. I wasn't expecting that sort of thing to happen. I liked it.
Cool.
Yeah, they were in like factory reset.
Yeah. All right, let's hear the beefs.
So I do like the premise of the plot, though I feel a bit gypped by it because
It's
the trailers were
repetitive.
way more action focused.
True.
And I felt like it was going to lead up to something much more epic. And
Yes, I completely agreed.
yeah, like with the first part and the very last part of the movie, it there was a bit more action, but the in between where like Steven's trying to get the gems to remember who they are felt just like, okay, so we're just walking around and trying to do this.
It's the same. I feel like it's kind of a love letter to Amethyst, Crystal, Pearl, and Garnet.
Yeah,
the original Crystal Gems. But that all being said, I'm like, we've done this before. Like, what are we doing this? What are we doing again with like dealing with these identity crises? And I don't know. In that regard, it felt a bit repetitive to me. And I was like, okay, I'm with you. I wish I would have said that in my review because you're absolutely right. The epicness of the trailer was definitely glowing, only for us to be more of like globe-trotting around Beach City.
Yeah, and also I think with Spinel, I wanted her to be evil a little longer.
Yes,
than she was.
She wasn't
because
evil.
like she shows up, then factory resets like very quickly. So I feel like, because I said in my review when I recorded it earlier that if there were like 10 more minutes of her like being evil, I think it would have been a lot better. I still like the movie a lot, but I feel like if there was like 10 more minutes with her, or like something with another kind of flashback with her, then I think I that would have improved it a bit.
I agree with you. Wholeheartedly do I agree with you.
You mentioned like the repetitive kind of feeling of the movie, and I've seen some people also kind of just call it the fact that they had to reform her twice in the same movie, where she's like, oh my God, I'm good. Wait, screw you, Steven.
I do like there was I do like that there was that meta joke of where like, wow, that's a quick turnaround time.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, I think
it took me months to stop trying to kill Steven.
But there was also like Steven saying he's getting sick of dealing with his mother's shit, and I agree with him. Like that is getting
the only meta joke they were missing was like making fun of the hiatuses.
I'm with you. I wish the villain, I wish Spinel, who I kept in my brain, keep calling her Spinelli, like from Reset. But yeah, I don't know. It just like, it was good. It wasn't fantastic, but like the things they did right were very good. Like the music was wonderful. A lot of good heart and emotion. It felt a bit repetitive, and that's my biggest gripe with it.
All right. Any other notes? Okay. And we might even bring this up on the next podcast too, once Hiro and Laura are caught up on it as well. Does Hiro watch Steven Universe?
Yeah, he's watching. He's just haven't caught up with everything.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe we'll kind of just kind of refill that. But from this point forward, no more spoilers.
Wait.
Oh, never mind.
Wait, Sarah, are you done yet?
Nah, I like the diamonds.
Sarah, hold on, Laura undeafened herself.
Okay.
All right, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Someone brought up the diamonds, and I was like, yeah, I gotta talk about the diamonds. Like being,
they turn into like really proud grandmothers.
I kind of love that Steven actually like doesn't actually like them very much, and that they're kind of those passive aggressive, annoying parental figures that are like, I love White Diamond being like, is your planet always this hand emotion destroyed?
Saber and I were talking.
White Diamond felt like the racist uncle who's trying to turn his ways around.
Yeah, I know.
Like, because I think Saber and I talked a little bit about this yesterday. We're like, there's probably more reformed or reforming villains in Steven Universe than there is in My Little Pony.
Absolutely.
I mean, hell, we did it twice to the same villain in this movie, so.
Another grief I have, or grievance I have with this movie is that, like, the diamonds just show up at the end. Oh, Spinel hanging out with us. It's like, oh, that was good timing.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought we were done.
Oh, shit, dude. Hi.
Sorry, we bring up something else. Sorry.
Okay, I'll mute again.
Man, y'all were really quick on the trigger to shut it down. Even though I hadn't removed the spoiler screen. Well, I mean, do we want to finish up now?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Oh, sorry. You know. Okay, sorry. I you had something you wanted to say.
No, I was just saying, like, I thought the diamond just showing up was like, oh, okay. I guess that was a way to wrap things up for Spinel, but whatever.
Yeah. I
but
liked
yeah, it was fun. I liked it when they did the Family Guy thing at the end. Look, there's the Family Guy.
No, what the heck?
Okay, are we?
Yes,
All right.
now we're done
All
with
right.
it. So now we can tell everyone to come back. Luckily, I don't think there was anything like major that we were.
Look, there's a Family Guy.
So from this point forward, we discussing
But when
spoilers for Steven Universe.
When his butt blew up, that was insane.
It was bigger than I thought it would be. So Q&A time.
Yeah.
We'll do this for about 30 minutes.
Laura, does Danny like her new toy still?
What?
Does Danny still like her new toy?
Yeah, I sent you the picture. She's playing with her spider right now.
Before
Go ahead.
Steven bought Danny a spooky Halloween toy, and she's loving it.
Yay.
That's out of season.
Wyatt sent a question, but it was only for me. Said, can I pick your mind on Smash Bros stuff from today? Also, I got second place at an Ultimate tournament out of 50 entrants. I was going to money match you at BronyCon, but it was so busy. What, Ultimate Marvel? Oh, no. Smash Ultimate. Good thing you didn't money match me, because I don't play that game. But I would have tried, though. But, Paleo, your thoughts as well on the Smash stuff from today. I mean, Banjo...
Oh yeah, you weren't you were muted when we were talking about the Nintendo Direct stuff.
Mm-hmm. Just to really quickly then, I think Banjo-Kazooie looks fun. It's good that their side B is really minus on Shield, because that looked like it was about to be real dumb. They're like, you only get five uses per stock. I'm like, that is a lot of uses. But yeah, if it gets shielded, then you're super punishable.
But you can also grab when they're doing it.
Okay, you can grab. Oh, I missed that completely.
Yeah,
okay. That's good. The way they described it before they gave like the weaknesses of it, I was like, my thoughts on Banjo-Kazooie is that their recovery, although they like hyped it up, I'm like, that recovery don't look as good as all the new characters that they've added since like Melee. So I think they'll probably have a really hard recovery game, honestly. Like, all you have to do is just...
I mean, you can jump again afterwards, though.
I know, but it's all so vertical, you just spike them. Like, if they're recovering from the load stage, just spike them, and there's no problem whatsoever. But I guess I'll have to see it in motion by somebody.
What about Terry?
Terry's cool. I've seen Terry in enough games, so I was just like, okay, there he is again. I've seen Terry be a girl before. I've seen Terry in every light possible, so I was just like, yeah, Terry, all right. I love King of Fighters, but I'm like, yeah, okay, Terry. And then Sans happened. I was like, yeah! Not even a real character, just a costume. Don't care. More hype than Terry.
Yeah.
I love USNK, but... and they're like, Megalovania's in the game. I was like, yo, this is wonderful. Yeah.
So we have a super chat to kick off the Q&A from Nora Mermaid asking my question. And don't forget, we have that one from Christian earlier. My question is for Gabe. Hi, Gabe.
Hi, Nora.
My question is, what would you do one day if you woke up one day and you were a merman? Just curious. LOL. Love y'all.
I'd probably drag myself out of bed and down to the pool before my fish scales caused rapid dehydration and death. And then I would probably absorb too much chlorine through my fish scale skin and die before I could be transferred to a lake. Though likely, I think if someone found out I was a merman, rather than transferring me to a lake, they would probably sedate me and then dissect.
Why would you go to the bathtub instead?
Yeah, wouldn't a bathtub be safer?
It would take way too long to fill up.
It would take way too long to fill up. He would die. I would die.
Oh.
Can't you turn the shower on?
Yeah.
No.
It's like you copied my sentence. You're like, whoop, changed it up a little bit.
How long does
Gotta
it
make
take
that
for
my
your
own.
bathtub to fill up?
At
Oh,
least
wait a
You
longer
would
than it takes
definitely
to drag
die.
myself into the pool.
You would
Ew.
definitely die. You know how long bathtubs take to fill out? That shit
I would
takes, like,
likely end up
5
getting
minutes.
dissected and studied. I would think that they would make an exception for that. Probably taken to some secure government facility where they study everything.
Gabe would probably dissect himself. He'd be like, "Wow, this
That
is
sounds
really
about
interesting."
right.
I would panic a little bit, I think, and then I would after I woke up, so I'd probably be like, wait a minute, did I just dream about having legs all this time? Have I always been like this? Is this my norm? And then as I was dragging myself to the pool, I would see pants in my room and be like, okay, so definitely not normal.
Would you freak out because as a merman you might be missing some?
I would expect to be missing a key part of my life.
Your legs.
Yeah.
My legs.
Yeah.
Yes.
My legs.
I love using my legs. I use them as often as possible.
Every night.
I use them every night. It's a lot of fun.
You know, if you
They
use
get
it
get
too
a
much, you
workout.
might die.
Put it that way. Yeah.
Some guy used his legs 42 times in one day and then died.
Yeah, exactly.
You only use your legs once a day?
Well, it depends on who I'm with.
Okay, I see.
Some people. Okay.
Another super chat from Anime Guy asking, "Who's going to see It Chapter 2 this weekend?"
Yes.
I am.
I just like the Jax answer. Actually, does Jax like it? He hates clowns.
Yeah, he saw the.
Man,
he saw the first
no,
one. Yeah.
no, man, I can't do that, man. It freaks me out, man. Pennywise. No, man.
Yeah.
Love you, Zach.
Shout out to Jax, buddy. I'm not going to see it this weekend because I won't be around this weekend, but I'll probably see it eventually. Sarah, you want to see it?
I'm not gonna see it because
Sarah,
I don't like scary movies.
everyone help me talk
I have-
Sarah into seeing
I have
it.
never
Sarah,
seen.
Sarah,
I have never seen a scary movie. I don't want to.
You've never seen
I have
any
no-
scary movie?
Any? Like not even like Poltergeist?
No.
What about Scary Movie?
You start off with The Ring. That one's not too scary.
Yeah, that one's not that
You
bad.
get out of
Would you
here.
rather
I
go on a
literally
roller
have
coaster
not
or watch a horror movie?
ever.
Did you hear Saber's question?
What?
Would you rather go on a roller coaster or see a scary movie if you had to choose
Or
one?
watch a scary movie on a roller coaster?
Roller coasters
You'd
are
only see the
so
first
fast.
part of it though.
Yeah, the roller
Like the
coaster's
first 5 minutes.
faster.
Or not even 5 minutes, like a minute.
So you said
Roller coaster.
Sarah says roller coaster. Now the problem there is that you enjoyed, as we'll see in the Honey Dog, there were some roller coasters that we went on.
Yeah.
So
I like
fun
those.
scary movie story.
Huh?
what, Gabe?
What?
What? What'd you
I
say?
don't want to take over. We were talking about scary. You guys keep talking.
Okay. So again, thank you, Anime Guy 01 super chat. So I want to get back to the super chat from Christian earlier, sent it way earlier.
Yes.
Christian's asking a question. Saber and I were part of this, asking, what is the half-eaten hot dog panel and how did it come to be? So Saber, I don't know if you want to take this one.
Was that Unicon?
That was Unicon.
That's a great name for a convention.
You talk about it. I think you.
Okay.
You do it. No, you do it.
You did. So Las Vegas is Unicon, a great convention. Hope they come back. Yeah, 2013 Las Vegas. Basically, if you don't know, it was the biggest failure of to my knowledge, the biggest failure of a convention. I know there's been some out there that have been bad, but when I say that, I mean on the My Little Pony side. But this one's the most notorious because it actually happened and guests were there, and there weren't as many attendees to cover the bills. It basically was like a huge scam. So since there weren't a lot of people there were times where panel rooms were just kind of empty. And Saber and I walked into one at one point, and for some reason there was a carton with a half-eaten hot dog in it, and just sitting there. And So Saber and I decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna host a panel. We'll do it. I think at the time I had never been part of any panel. So you could say Half Eaten Hot Dog panel was my first ever panel that I ever did.
And it was the best panel you ever did.
Yep, that was it. I peaked very early. I've been told that there's a pill I could take for that, but so yeah, we were doing this panel in this empty room, but there was one person that was in there. So I asked if he could film. And the only reason this guy was there was because his friend wanted to go to this convention. So he was, yeah, he was just there, like supporting his friend, and I guess wanted like to kind of step away from the voice actor panel or whatever was going on next to our room. And so he agreed. He's like, yeah, I'll film it. And it was great because like there were times where we'd be like, wow, look how many people came to this panel, and the guy would like pan looking around the room.
That was the best.
Oh god. And yeah, and then at one point Saber and I got really sappy about, the fact that we have a special guest here today. Half Eaten Hot Dog has blessed our panel. And at first I thought Saber was putting on a real good crying sequence, and then we both just started losing it, laughing. And then all of a sudden Dusty Cat appeared in the doorway, just staring at us. And we were just like, oh, Dusty. And you just hear him ask, what are you two doing? Actually, Gabe could probably do a better version of that.
What are you two doing?
Thank you.
You know that one
no
meme
problem.
with it's my turn to use the Xbox? Dusty was standing in the doorway looking like that. What are you two doing?
And yeah, we invited him to come in, but he just walked away. But yeah, it was just Las Vegas Unicon. If you didn't really know much about it or did and have heard of it, I vlogged that entire week. I was only there Saturday and Sunday, but a lot happened on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, Half Eaten Hot Dog panel is kind of like a gem from the past, and Christian's real good at bringing these up from time to time, like stuff from past vlogs and whatnot. And this was definitely a highlight, was the Half Eaten Hot Dog panel, and we did another one at MSP, and yeah, actually I think we've done like 3 at this point. They're just us finding a microphone in an empty room, and we go. So yeah, that's the story of the Half Eaten Hot Dog panel. Brittfield sent us a super chat asking, do you have fun plans or costume ideas for spooky season? Also, is September too early for spooky season? Love you guys. Thanks for making Wednesday nights rad. Thank you, Britt, so much.
And no, September is not too early. That is the kickoff point. That's when everybody's getting into gear for the spooky season.
If September's too early to start for October, then I got some choice words for Christmas.
But Merry Christmas, by the way.
All right.
Early for October.
Any costumes that y'all are gonna do?
Anyone doing costumes?
Laura, do you cosplay for Halloween?
I mean, my friends and I usually have like a little spooky get together, and I'll probably wear something like kind of a costume for that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I want to be comfortable. I don't know. I care more about costumes on at conventions, but like I'm thinking about potential Cider Fest plans, and like maybe I'll do that, and that could be my Halloween costume stuff.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
I guess we'll see.
I will probably dress up as Judy Hopps.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done that for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I've also dressed up as Fix It Felix for the past 3.
It was in a Bronies Rex. Steven.
Whoa!
I actually I stumbled on that. It was really hard for me.
Steven.
Fuck.
No, it's not why.
Oh.
Christian sent another super chat saying,
Oh.
what about that time Gabe climbed a light post?
Okay, Gabe, do you want to talk about the time you climbed a light post because we were looking for a Frisbee in Baltimore?
Okay, that was first of all with an Arabic. Okay. Yes. Yeah, no, we it was pretty
Okay.
that was pretty stupid. Yeah, I think it was me who threw it. I'm like, want to see how far I can throw this? And I threw it and it disappeared very quickly because it was dark. And then I heard it hit a tree. And so we were walking along the tree line looking
That was
for it. We
good
couldn't
sound
find it.
effect.
Really good.
Thank
You should be a voice actor, dude.
You're so talented.
And then a parrot went by, and then we were, I'm kidding. But yeah, I ended up being like, we got to get up high because I have a feeling it hit the top of the tree, and if I could see down, I might be able to find it. So I climbed up a light post, I don't know, maybe 20 feet or so, and I don't remember if I spotted it, but we did eventually find it. But I do remember that I tore a hole in the front of my pants when sliding down, so that was nice.
Did you?
I did. Yep.
Oh man, you
Small
got
hole.
up there on that light.
I did. I was up there, and I remember I was wearing a belt. And in the low light in your video, it looked like my pants were falling down, and you could see my butt crack because the belt was tan, and my belt loop is right in the middle. It was very nice.
Oh god! So where did you learn to climb a pole? Pole dancing class?
Long.
Well, I learned how to climb a rope in pre-buds, and so climbing a pole's not much different.
Well, obviously. I mean,
Except with a rope, you can kind of pinch the rope between your feet, and you just kind of inch your way up. And with a pole, it's mostly arm strength, but you can use your thighs to grip the pole really tightly. Here we go. But yeah.
What? Where are we going?
And then you just slide back down.
and then you do it again and again.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
again.
Until.
Until. All right. Yeah, what a moment that was.
It was a crazy moment, and I remember Galaxy Art was with us, and he was a little bit drunk, and he said something he meant to say, "Is that a turkey or a chicken?" And he said, "Is that a chickie or a turkin?" And I remember that was really funny.
That's cute.
So
That was the same night that Saber told him to because they were building the through the.
Saber told him the what now?
yeah, I caught like everything except the noun in that sentence.
Railroad. I think Steven told him. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's
That was the
super
year
inside.
that Saber told Carl he had to move because they were building the railroad.
That's right. And then Carl's like, and I was so tired. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I did move.
Sleep talkers. Oh my. Well, we have another super chat. Anime Guy 01, thank you. This is obviously, as we discussed, we won't be saying anything in regards to the movie, but the question is, now that Steven Universe Season 6 is coming soon, what are your hopes for what will happen with the likely last season? Is it the last season? Likely last season?
We don't know for sure.
Every season is the likely last season. What do you guys want to see?
Oh.
Saber wants to see a history episode.
Wait, for Pony? Or Steven?
No, for Steven
Steven.
Universe.
I'm actually satisfied. All the tension they've been building up to, is, as far as I'm concerned, has been answered. So at this point, I would be upset at the end of the show.
Sarah, anything you want to see?
I don't think I have like a wish list.
You want to
just
see
gonna
Pearl
watch it.
make out with a girl?
But what if
Out with a girl.
Steven gets in the way?
Did everyone hear that, by the way?
Like-
There was like, right when I said 8 girls that screamed at once, like outside of our door.
Yeah.
It's Pearl.
It's Pearl.
Yeah. Anyone else? Gabe, I know you have a lot of hopes for season 6, Steven Universe.
Oh, I thought we were on season 9, but then you said Steven Universe. Though to be fair, I haven't seen season 6 yet. No, actually, I think I have. But yeah, Steven Universe that's the show where they have gems in their belly buttons and they have fusion times, and it's a little bit gay and it's a little bit awesome, and a lot of people are like,
Yeah.
That has to be a song. A little bit gay, but a little bit awesome.
isn't it the same thing? But anyway.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. But what were we? But yes, and then that's all I know about it. And Steven's like this young boy, and he's a little stocky, but it could just be the animation style. Who knows?
Oh, stocky as in like short. Okay, I thought you meant like he stalks people. I was like, does he?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, Onion. We got another
tell
super
me the
chat.
next season isn't entirely about Onion, because then I'm not going to watch it anymore.
What's the point? Seriously.
The best character.
Rosie Diamond has a question here. Says, I sent in a question on Twitter and would love if you could check. You guys are amazing. So that was the super chat message.
A nudge for us to.
I see 2 questions as part of this tweet.
Oh, is it? Oh.
I'll just ask both because one of them is more of a yes or no. The first question is for Gabe, asking, did you get a chance to see my talent show performance?
Oh, Rosie Diamond. Yes, I did. In fact, me and Claire watched it at the same time, and it was very beautiful. And then we were like, oh my gosh, Ralph was judging. That's pretty cool. You just got in and you didn't even realize it. He's probably already pitching you to shows in Vancouver, but unfortunately you won't be able to do them because they're really strict about working in Vancouver.
That's one way to really just build someone up and take them.
No,
down.
it was great. I wish I could have actually IRL. That stands for in real liver. But
Are you FR for now? Wait, no, right. That's good enough.
What?
No, but it was good. I thought I said something about it on Twitter. I thought I tweeted you and was like, oh my gosh. That's really good. I didn't do that.
The dog is dead.
That's electrical storm.
I do believe that this was the question Rosie asked previously. The question is, so Gabe knows a little bit about how my middle sister is. I gotta wonder, do you guys have any funny stories with your siblings that you'd like to share?
Looks like someone's in the chat that we all
my
know.
siblings are non-existent.
Uh-oh.
Good for
That's a
you.
fun
What did
story.
you do to them?
I envy you.
They never existed. That's the thing.
See,
Did they
Claire-
or did they?
I destroyed them in the womb.
Like a great white shark.
Is that what sharks do?
Great white sharks, literally, they're oviviviparous, which eggs hatch in the womb, and then the sharks kill each
the
other.
sharks eat each other in
They
the womb.
literally eat each other, and then the last
hardcore,
surviving shark
dude.
is live born.
That's
If
so
only-
fucking metal.
If
Right?
only- Why don't twins work that way?
Have you ever legitimately thought like on a bad day, it's like, out of gajillions of sperm, I'm the one that won the race. I'm godlike.
My
Don't
dad
think about
literally
it.
wrote a short story about my sperm, not my sperm, his sperm that became me. Shut up! Woo!
Oh, English is so good.
No, my dad. Stop it! Because my dad knew because he. Stop it! It's not that funny.
He like danced for me on stage, and I was like with him, and then you told me that.
Hey, no, this is actually awesome. It was awesome. My dad saw the ultrasound gender I was, and mom didn't want to know. So he wrote this short story about a girl sperm and a guy sperm that like were swimming to the egg, and it's really gruesome. It's like a battle. The sperm are dying, and there's body parts everywhere. It's really
I don't
kind of
think
crazy.
sperm have a specific gender.
It's
Their mother's womb.
freaking artistic license. You of all people should understand that. But yeah, no, it's actually really cool, and it's called The First Name, and it's and there was like a bunch of hints in there that I was a boy, that the boy sperm, what did he name him? Hitsu, I think, survived and like won. My dad's a bit crazy, but yeah, it's a really good story. Now he's currently writing a story about my sperm, and that one's a little weirder.
Cool.
Cool, dude.
Thanks for the.
In no
Like a
segue at
story
all.
about my sperm.
So I noticed
So-
Claire is in the chat, but
She
she's
is.
asking questions, and that's not where we take questions from. Gabe, what's Claire doing?
Claire. Okay, so she's been texting me for the last like 20 minutes. She just got back from a taping of David Spade, and she's like, "Where's the podcast? And where can I listen to it?" And I didn't want to tell her, but eventually I caved, and now she's here. She told me not to tell you she was here, but then she posted in the chat. So
Posted in the. It's right there.
Wow.
no, she's got to do things her way. It's
Mhm.
Claire is woman. Hear her roar. Is that a song?
Roar by Katy Perry.
No, that's I Have the Tiger.
Ah, yes.
No, that's Rocky.
I got the eye of the tiger.
Dun, dun, dun.
Claire, no, she was here for 10 days, and I can honestly tell you she's probably one of the most independent people ever, but it's fun because she's not like in your face independent. She's just legit independent.
And
She
that's
doesn't
what we
even know she's
celebrate
steamrolled. Yeah,
on the 4th of July.
exactly.
Yeah.
Independence.
Well, she doesn't though because she's in Canada.
No, well, sometimes. She was in America for this 4th of July. Why do I know all this? Haha.
Well, you did just spend 10 days with
Those
her.
Maybe she told you in those 10 days. I'm just throwing ideas out here.
She sends me Instagram like posts. I don't have Snapchat anymore because I deleted it because she would.
Those are like the two things that people have now, and I have neither of them, and I feel
Snapchat
like I should
kept
get
crashing my freaking phone. But that's because I had such a backlog of things I hadn't watched, so I just switched it.
Please tell me, because I just do less social media now. What is the purpose of Snapchat? Because your pictures get deleted after like 30 seconds or something, right? Why is that?
For sending dick pics. Everyone
Yeah,
knows
that is exactly right. I was gonna say that, but you nailed it.
Isn't that what the kick thing is for?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
KIK? Isn't that like a thing also?
That's a messaging
That's
system,
Kek.
but
Is it Kek? I thought it was Kick.
No.
Kek is LOL in Horde. What? No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not.
What the hell are y'all
I-
talking about?
Dang it. Well, I thought a lot of things were kinky that weren't. Never mind.
Wait, Hero, can you please start an Instagram page of just pictures of Lena?
Oh, I could.
Please.
You're like, I need this now.
I want it.
So, by the way, we did get another super chat from Christian just saying, Gabe, you're the best at stumbling your words.
I know. I appreciate that, Christian. It's nice that you donated to make sure that other people knew that I was bad at talking.
Christian's awesome.
He is. I love
So
Christian.
we're going to finish off here with, I think we have time for 2 more questions. We'll pull these from Twitter. First one's going to be from Ozial.
Wow.
Claire.
Ozzy is dedicated, man. I swear. He shows up to every single one of these things.
Thank
And
you.
Yeah, I love you, Ozial. And Ozzy's got the question, thoughts on Shaq making his own animated series, but as a contest for animators.
yeah.
Okay, I have a
Get a lot of
Oh,
backlash.
I have opinions. I think because he offered the person who animated the thing $500, right, for their animation.
Yeah.
I do not think he's trying to undersell animators. I think the poor guy is just uninformed. But people are ripping him 24 assholes. It's like it's like, oh my god.
That sounds like a great name for a rock band.
A band called
Rip 24 assholes.
Yeah. Hi, we're 24. I can't say it because I don't swear.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm
That
No, but you're quoting. Gabe, you're quoting.
Oh, you're right. Buttholes.
Just gonna say, so, yeah, that's.
Lose my virginity.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, what?
So yeah, I agree with you. I when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, Shaq, and then I saw everyone being like destroy Shaq, and I'm like, oh, he probably thought like, oh man, this would be a cool way to give back.
$500.
Like again though, like nobody's making like if you know what the prize is, if you know it's $500, then you know, like just maybe he was expecting really simple like stick figure animations.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then everyone's like, how am I supposed to make a full-fledged hour-and-a-half movie with $500, Shaq?
There's a lot of discourse with like art Twitter and like in general art competitions created by like corporations and
Hey.
stuff like that.
Hey, at least
I
Shaq.
think they were no. They were totally going off his clout. I'm sorry. I
know.
I hear you, Hero, but like I think they're playing off of like, wow, people get to work with Shaq, so the undersell.
You think so? Well, do you
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
he was doing it though?
I think they handed Shaq a piece of paper and said, "Read this, dummy." And
Right. Yeah. Sure. I can 100% believe that, but I don't think he had the bad
Worth is
intention.
like
That's what I'm
targeted
saying.
at Shaq.
I will
himself.
say this: at least Shaq told the artists what the prize was before the competition happened, and then didn't sell the art on a shirt. So I mean, that's pretty cool.
Well, those terms of agreement are also pretty vicious, where it's like, if you win, they get to keep the rights to your stuff.
It is
Yeah.
a slippery slope. Like it reminds me actually of Disney every year hosts a competition for engineers and artists and a whole bunch of people, but it's called wow. Let me try again. It's called. Why am I forgetting what it's called? Sarah, help me. It's called. Wow.
I honestly wasn't paying attention.
It's
to what you
the
were saying.
competition. Good Lord. It's a Imaginations. Thank you.
Yeah.
Imaginations competition. And what basically they give you a premise and you get to submit anything that revolves around that premise. And so a couple years I with the team would come up with like an attraction, a ride, and go into the details of it and how it would work and the theme and the story behind it and how the queue area leads into the ride, all this stuff. Like you basically develop your own attraction. And it's a lot of fun, but they also tell you that once you submit whatever you're submitting, that it's theirs. They own it. Whether you win, whether you lose, whatever it is, they own it. And I do think there are actual cases where somebody didn't even like win or maybe didn't even get acknowledgement. And then like a few years later, they're like, oh, look, it's my idea. But that's the terms. You agree to it at the beginning. So it is, it kind of reminds me on that front where, there's, like you said, when you enter a competition like this, you're also kind of giving up the rights to whatever you're competing with.
Sounds like the military.
Except that's just they own you, right?
Correct.
Good. I'm gonna join.
You. Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant you're gonna join the military in owning Gabe.
Only one person owns me.
So two
Uncle
more
Sam.
questions here. I know I said two earlier, but I saw Anime Guy 01 put in another super chat. So Anime Guy's asking, will you lick Claire on the podcast next time?
I say she passed some kind of decathlon, some kind of series of challenges to see if she's worthy.
Give her a pony trivia test.
That is a very bad idea. Because do we want this to be hard, as in difficult?
Right.
Right. Well, what do you think, Claire? You're not. Yeah. You seem to have
But
ditched the chat,
it
but
should
you're
also
texting me.
It should also probably be like it should be something that's quick. Like it should be something of length.
Yes. Yes. It should not be long. It should
You
be.
mean it sound like it's gonna be like a death sentence?
Yes.
No. Well,
Fast.
I guess we'll just have to see what develops here. Who knows? I never know. We'll see what happens. Last question of the night, though, is one that I do not yet actually have an answer for. But the question is from Indigo Dream, asking if you could have any pet that isn't a cat or dog, what would it be?
Parrot.
Uh,
Dolphin.
Chinchilla.
Wow.
You may.
Kangaroo. I want a kangaroo now.
I
I
know.
want an otter. Obviously.
I thought I wanted an otter so badly that I looked into it, and apparently they're terrible pets, and that makes me.
Yeah, they're terrible pets, but Yeah, I thought this was like very
Actually-
easy to own kind of question.
Yeah. To be honest, I want a raccoon. That would be an awesome pet. My mom had a raccoon. and
Just
she
go
said
outside and get one.
Okay.
He does, but he always ends up eating it.
My nana had a pet squirrel.
Or they get augmented and fly away in a ship.
So is that your answer?
No, my nana had a pet squirrel, but I would probably I'd want like a raven or something.
A raven?
Yeah.
You want something that's going to be a really loud bird.
It is a loud bird, but birds are generally loud. I used to have I had a little budgie.
You had a wedgie?
Budgie.
Oh,
Budgie. Parakeet.
Yeah.
sorry.
And I enjoyed that pet a lot.
See, birds being loud and obnoxious explains how Gabe got his role in Finding Dory.
Correct. All I had
Wow.
to do is make noise, and they were like, "You're hired."
He's either high or he's hired. We're not quite sure which.
Can be both.
Well, with that, folks, thank you to everybody who joined us tonight on the podcast. Of course, our live audience and everyone listening on delay.
And our dead audience.
That too. We love all of them. We'll be back on September 18th, 2019. Don't set your year wrong. But yeah, 2 weeks from now, Wednesday. And again, thank you to all the podcasters.
2029, they wait 10 years.
And who knows, folks, maybe we'll be able to hear more stories about Gabe's sperm.
Oh,
With that,
yes.
Thank
my
you
legs.
all for joining us here on the Semi Podcast, and we will see you next time.
Damn ponies.
I love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, and don't forget to watch on lowbudget.tv.